There that was. There that was. There that was. Yeah, I accidentally pressed the update button that thing, and look what happens to me. Yeah, it has. Yeah, it's the first time in a while I gotten this sloppy. But greetings everyone, one and all. I'm Menos. Welcome back to my Madhouse. How's everything going? Hope everything's well with you all. Nick Dollins, thank you for watching as always. Glad to see you here. Round 2 apparently. Also, time wonder if it's a time system of how much you type as I had 500 points. That left my laptop when I fell asleep. No got like 475, meaning 500 even though I calmed down. Understood. Also, as I thought, Social Stream Ninja also opened early. No, not opened early, it updated as well. So it also works, however. Not as a tab you have to keep open for some reason there. Background service page powers the Social Stream Ninja. All settings and controls are available through the extension pop-up main menu, okay? Hey, okay. Apparently that's needed in order to work now. Hello. Hi everyone. P Scorpio, welcome. How's it going? Hope everything's well with you. Yeah, some updates through Ugly Head, so that's how come I end up being like gray and muted. We only need to be in some random nightclub with rainbow strobe lights. So it's time for the 4th, yeah. I'm actually off on the 4th. Thought I wasn't off on the 4th, but the 4th falls on a Friday. I'm actually off on the 4th. So I get to deal with my family in the other domain there. Cool. Glad to see you're doing fine as well. And I'm glad to see Chat Ninja working as well too. Almost forgot a few steps when updating that. Speaking of a few steps, oh, here. And yeah. For today's task at hand, we're continuing yesterday's Sanity Check for good reason. I underestimated the lengths of the other topics. I thought, yeah. Yeah, I had more longer topics than I imagined. So yeah. So now I end up with the remaining topics. Plus I had 3 more in case the length got awkward. We're really talking about XP points on here being the top 3 of Pube 2. Well, I should be being months of size going Galactic Dolls. Narcothobia, is he welcome? How's it going? Hope everything's well with you. Oh yeah, the chat. No idea if that disappears more often, or is it just me? No, I think it's the same length. I think it's the same length of time. And thankfully, that's the same length of time. I did update this thing. And the color username thing actually works this time. So Nurko happens to be blue now in YouTube's case. Holland's doing fine today, thanks. Nurko and the other mods have blue names now. The next night that we deal with Twitch, there should be And there would happen to be other colors there too. Look across the blue name tag, yeah, on stream. Yeah, on stream because he's a moderator. The tags have been blue on mine for a long time. Oh, the crown. You meant the crowns. Second place is stark blue. Third place is purple. First place is a regular blue, unless I'm mistaken. That's unless I'm mistaken. No, I meant Nurko's name has appeared blue. Yes. Yes, it has. One of the owner appears orange. I wonder if the owner happens to appear orange. So it's just the topics remaining that I'm dealing with, plus the other... Plus I think 3 more I added. In case the timing of this string gets awkward. So just 11. Yeah, plus I included a few ones that did not make that actually didn't make the cut until here. So as for what's going on with, so we'll just get to my room. We'll get to my either my room or the tabletop room like last time. Yeah, tabletop this time. What about a mummy? I recall something about a mummy before I fully copped out. Last episode, someone actually had some relationship with a mummy and it got extra weird. It got seriously extra weird. To the point of it being, it's way more hilarious than I imagined. That's definitely a potential to be a highlight for this year. Oh yeah, I'm testing with my Oshi mark. If my name is yellow. If my name on YouTube is yellow. Nope, my YouTube is, nope, it's not. Nope, it's not yellow. It appears normal. And that's for Chat Ninja. Just mummy and not the monster girl kind. Necrothaus, I swear. Yeah, and he had that his whole life. His parents brought that in. And he basically had this thing for most of his life and somehow had some strange relationship with it. And when this all came to light was when he tried to bring the mummy to his friends. I'm just walking down the street with my great rock girlfriend. He could claim to wipe you like normal people, but no. But no, he had to stick with that. Then again, that was brought in. That was brought in his whole life. Yeah, he was down bad, not in a good way. Aaron's on to dress up for our costume like. Yeah, yeah, that's definitely going on. I'm working on the highlights for the previous year, but now this year's the stuff, man. That's definitely in. From Narco, yeah, motherfuckers are okay with being down bad with corpses, but draw a line with the plant girl. Fucking humorous, I swear. And screw Reddit, yeah. Yeah, rain is always bad news. I have another disaster from there that we'll need to cover. Yeah. Plant human like a plant hybrid, yeah. Yeah, like the Adonana from the Monster Girl Encyclopedia. Yeah, this is a perfect time to... Where is that? Oh. No, I need this tab, I need this tab. Oh yeah, this tab I kept for a very good reason. Yeah, this tab I kept for a very, 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 very good reason. Oh, this one. I'll use this one. No, don't start that. Yeah, that was a YouTube. That was another YouTube tag. That was another YouTube tab. Oh man. Great assistant. Great. I'm gonna hear an earful of assistant soon. I'm definitely gonna hear an earful with assistant after this. Just look up the Adonana. Yeah, that's the Adonana. Where is that? Yay. Yeah, yeah, that looks safe. Good, that one's safe. Unless it loads up in time. Wow. Well, there we are. Yeah, that should be safe. If I'm not sure, yeah, we're not sure that's safe. Yeah, that is safe. That's in the fandom version too. That's definitely safe. And the Monster Girl Encyclopedia wiki moved to Midorhaza instead because of the no, where was that? Where were the words? There they are. Yeah, apparently the nature was too much for fandom, so it had to be dealt with here. Yeah, here's the Adonane. That's in case you're wondering. Apparently, like Nurko said, everyone loses their mind when they want to get with plant girls like her, but apparently just plain old corpses is fine. What the hell? From V Scorpio earlier, I heard someone may love some corpse some years back. Disgusting. from Nerd earlier, yeah. Fucking Plants vs. Zombie fans are such judgmental prudes there. So I prefer a series over the fandom any day. So it's the damn fans. And yes, this is beauty, not how freaking Ron corpses. Okay, yeah, okay, so how's someone vote this thing? This species does have the parts to. Yeah, some are human like the others aren't. And I forgot that this room's music valve is connected to the scanner room. Well, PVC is likely dead. Wait, no, pun's not intended. So yeah, Pop Cart cheats PVC. Yeah, it's getting there in that stage, unfortunately. Oh yeah. Speaking of other game shenanigans. Yeah, speaking of other game shenanigans, most of the major gotchas I've been dealing with are in maintenance right now, with the exception of Grand Order. And I mean, JP just got someone new, and I think their LAO event is up. Unless I'm mistaken, their LAO event's finally up. I have to get to that. I'm gonna have to get to that. My account there needs it. And then it's just awaiting their anniversary stuff. But don't worry, I only do the anniversary stuff with the whole anniversary stuff with NA, not with JP. I'm still a freebie in JP. Hey, the series might be dead. The people's love for solar flare is alive. Well, there's love and then there's love. Yeah, there's so many I don't know what neither of those are. And there's a new Lancer. I forget his name. Yeah, I forget his name already. Oh, he was Indra. In Indra's Grant Trials, yeah. Yeah, that stuff's up then. Yeah, there's been a set of servants that so far do not have all their stages unlocked until much later. Much later. Indra happens to be one of them, and some are for very good reason, others are just for show. And I think Indra's is for a very good reason this time. But the third ascensions do show up later with time. Yeah, mostly because from event stuff, unless there's a quest tied to it. You don't know what I mean, do you? Don't worry, I do. Yeah, this one looks like in case you're wondering. But why his first ascension is this way? Because this is his sprite in game. He's on a giant ride here. Second Ascension is just himself. I think it's safe to assume that those two items are those two here. Yeah, it's definitely those two here. Yeah, it's just gonna make his third ascension look really interesting. And from what I've heard, his thing happens to... Yeah, his thing to his lore happens to be managing to beat the other gods without traditional weapons. Or using anything that isn't an explicit weapon. And if anything was, he gave it away. I remember cutting the spear was given by this guy. So he uses this ride. He actually uses this ride as a weapon first. That's somehow within his rules. Yeah, now the rules for Lancers are being askew. The Archer rules have already been extra askew. Now the same's happening with Lancers. And this leniency is supposed to be normal for Berserkers. Oh good, because legit folks are down with or wipe up some sunflower superhero in that community. Dead ass. Oh, that's right. Yeah, there's actually fan art. There's actually fan art of that. There's actually fan art of that I ran into. To sleep with and or wipe up a sunflower superhero. That's the correction. Oh yeah, in case you were wondering, don't worry, the other is safe. There's that room. Oh yeah, this is the sunflower superhero. The fan art I found was this one. But I'm assuming it's just this plant as is instead of the waifu fight version like here. That's if you're talking about Solar Flare. That it is canon. She has a lot of fans within the Plants vs. Zombies heroes. Finally, vegan wipes. Well, yes, this is mandatory. Yes, this is mandatory. Yeah, that one. The one on Twilight, the one on the left is the OG. Oh yeah, these are the types. I saw some say she's cute and sunny earlier. Damn, laying great on that, bro. Crap. Rusty Dragon, welcome. How's it going? Hope everything's well with you. Yeah, but enough loafing. I believe we're warmed up enough to continue onwards. The task at hand. Yeah, with the task at hand. No, I want to restart my positioning. Here. Thank you, thank you. Best heroes within the game are a Kabloom, more damage, and Solar, produces sun and destroys the zombies. Just give me some more plants, okay? No idea if there's a mode where you can be the zombie horde instead. But that's my guess. I never played AITA games. That's my guess. Yeah, Rusty Dragon, welcome. Hope everything's well with you. Yeah, and turns out OBS update. That's why I ended up being late, gray, and muted. We just need to show up in some random rave somewhere. And as promised to from the thumbnail, yeah, that's just 2 topics. That whole thing is just 2 topics. And one of them is definitely a thumbnail topic. In fact, that's from that area. So, do I want... Yeah, I want it. Yeah, assistant, bring me that. Yeah, I want to blow my nose here. Oh, thank you. Once I want to play a plants after they buff them. And yeah, you can actually play as the zombies, especially within Garden of Warframe and Plants vs. Zombie Heroes. Oh, amazing. Amazing to know. So, all right. I forgot to timestamp that. And then just with YouTube for now, I'll have to update Rumble with a lot of things. And by a lot of things, I mean a lot of timestamps here. So we're starting with the clown show right away. Not much is going on. For Sanity Check, we normally tell what's going on with me, and then do the clown show. But everyone's already up to date with what's going on with me, and I've already got the rest of the schedule all lined up. From Narco, everyone loves the zombies. Our gods, you should look into it if you're interested. Alright. I'm gonna have to break some fingers in order to get the #1 craftsman. Oh yeah, where is that button?
This shit ain't nothing to me, man.
Alright, let's actually start everything off first. So what's gonna be our first topic? One of the thumbnail topics, of course. So, Prosecutor. Big Mac Bridge fire caused by one man who set the fire because he likes to set fires. I actually skimmed this ahead. You can likely guess what's behind all that. From Cincinnati, following the sentencing of the fourth and final suspect accused of causing the fire destroyed the Thousand Hands Playground and severely damaged the Big Mac Bridge, Hamilton County Prosecutor Connie Village has shed new light on what happened the night of fire. Police said the fire was set by one man who set the fire just because he likes to set fires. So an arsonist? Yeah, an arsonist. Yeah, this is mandatory.
Come here, I'll make it all stop. Burn, baby!
Yeah, I love that. I just love that. Go ahead, call me what you will. It doesn't help that I happen to have... It doesn't help that I was given a McDouble earlier. And that's the main... That ended up being on the main asylum. The Big Mac, well, there's your first problem. Go on, my cocks, just go to Clovis instead. I have something food related, but that's normally in the disgust area. So we're not going there yet. Continuing on. That man, Terry Styles, was sentenced to over 9 years in prison for aggravated arson. On November the 1st, 2024, a fire severely damaged the Ohio side approach to the Big Mac Bridge, causing the bridge to be closed for 100 days and leading to more than $11 million in damage. Yeesh. And according to Village, investigators determined through traffic cameras in the area that a green van had parked at Sawyer Point around an hour before the fire. And yet this was also Ohio. Like one of the bigger cases is the last time. And by last time I mean last stream. So yeah, I was right on Ohio being one of the royal the royal family of states of tomfoolery. There are states that have the royals are part of the royal family of tomfoolery. Ohio's become one of them. Continuing on. Before that, the group had driven around the area of Sawyer Point Park. And inside the van were Caitlin Hall, Zachary Stumpf, and Styles to the leech dead. She had that the three had been driving around looking for scooters to steal. It was hauling and thing, I guess, that I'm not sure about that. Another fire? Yeah, it's just another fire idiot. We're after doing the last one.
So now we know two things. You're an idiot.
And the second one's not, and the second one isn't needed. The second one isn't needed. After the van parked at Sawyer Point, Hall stayed in the van because her 3 children were also in the vehicle at the time, Stumpf and Styles. However, left the van and walked around Sawyer Park for roughly an hour, the leak said. Cameras showed the 2 men near the 1,000 Hands playground around 2:40 a.m. according to the leak. And yeah, this is just them burning shit. It wasn't because some other kids bullied them, and if that was the case, that was one of the biggest overreactions I've seen. Overreactions, not over exaggerations. That one's one of the worst. And that one happened to be one of the worst tumbles I've gotten. That was one of the worst tongue tumbles I've gotten. Terry Styles purposely gathered debris and brushed under the Big Mac bridge and set on fire the liar, said the leech. When the fire didn't immediately at night, he brushed his arm across it. And that somehow didn't burn himself. That movement scattered burning embers across the base of the playground, which was made into a rubber composite, Bleach said. From there, Bleach said traffic cameras captured the first glow of flames reflected off the structure of the Big Mac Bridge at around 2:57 a.m. Stumpf and Styles to be seen outside the playground minutes later around 2:59 a.m. And what the hell, dude? After that, the van left the park with the lights off around 3:05 a.m. And ring back here. Yeah, and ring back here. They seriously left them in the playground. What the actual fuck, man? Hey, this is disgusting. Yeah, this is absolutely disgusting. Yeah, this is absolutely disgusting. Where is that? No, the Rage one is better. This is much better.
I just can't do it. I can't take this shit no more, man.
Yeah. The traffic camera then shows the flames rising above the 8-foot fence around the 1,000 Hands playground at 3:15 a.m. just before the first 911 call is made. And that 911 call is made by a man who say just driven across the Big Mac Bridge heading for Ohio into Kentucky. Told dispatchers there was thick black smoke coming up over the top of the deck of the bridge, making it difficult for drivers to see. The call said the smoke looked like the kind that comes from a house fire. Yeah, it's a massive fire on the Ohio side. I'm looking at from the Kentucky side now, not forward. What? 911 caller told dispatchers. Yeah, I've tumbled my words too much. It's a roaring fire under a bridge. I've never seen anything like it in my life. I've tumbled my words too much. Now using that thing's mandatory. Yeah, now using this is mandatory.
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I have
That was mandatory. James Hamilton was not even there that night, the leech said. He was arrested and charged because when investigators finally tried Hall, Stumpf and Styles to the fire, Hamilton attempted to help the evade arrest, according to a prosecutor. The leech said once all 4 people had arrested, Stumpf decided to come clean the investigators and describing them for how long Styles had gathered the debris. He used the slide to set on fire before scanning and burning embers with his arm. Oh good, the kids actually went with them. And nothing bad happened to them other than the arrest. In turn, Felice said Styles also tried to turn the blame on Stumpf. But Stump's story matched the evidence already found by investigators, so Styles' story did not. Oh, wow. Once he was confronted about the holes in the story, Styles confessed and told investigators he liked to set fires and had been sending them for years, Lee said. All 4 people accused of being involved that night have been pled guilty and have been sentenced. Hall and Hamilton face obstruction and justice charges, but they agreed to plead guilty in exchange for a misdemeanor charge of obstruction of official business. And yeah, he actually lied his way out. He tried to lie his way out. Wow. Hall declined to speak during her court appearance, and she was sentenced to 1 year community control and 40 hours of community service. Hall must also remain employed during her sentence, so she could face 300 hours of community service. Or just send her to prison. Or just send her straight to years in prison. And no thank you. Absolutely no thank you. This is far from forgivable.
許せない。許せないよ。許せない。本当に。
Yeah, absolutely unforgivable. Hamilton also pleaded guilty to unrelated drug charges from a different case. Hey, so of course drugs were involved. No idea which one. Yeah, no idea which one, but if my guess is correct, it's the ice. This sounds like something from an ice user. And all in all, he was sentenced to 9 days in prison for the drug charge, but was given credit to having already served that time. He'll still face 2 years of community control and 40 hours of community service for the charge tied to the bridge fire. Stumpf also pled guilty to obstruction of justice, which is a 3rd-degree felony. He was sentenced to 3 years of community control and must complete behavioral treatment at River City Correctional Center. Styles pled guilty to 1 count of aggravated arson and 1 count of arson. He was served 9 to 13.5 years in prison. Unquote. So yeah, that's the story of how this arsonist caused this much trouble. Yeah, and of course, yeah, after connecting the dots there, that definitely looks like ice was involved. Yeah, this is why I don't do ice, everyone. Let's just go here. Let's just go here. Chat, I hope you're doing fine. Oh, chat's welcome. How's it going? Hope everything's well with you. Sorry if I saw you late. Oh, here's something interesting. From Nurko. Rats, that's right, the fireworks. From Jats. Been strangely quiet ever since that one firefucker launched something big out of nowhere. Boom, in the neighborhood where we could do on broad daylight. So like this arsonist case here. From Narco. Rats, that's right, the fireworks. From Nate, yeah, that's right about the firework. Stay safe as please stay safe as people in my region shoot guns for the 4th, so I have to stay downstairs just in case a bullet hits the roof. Yeah, same with my state. That allows it. So if we are gonna pop firecrackers there, we'll have to watch out for that. It's the first time in a while I didn't fall for a stream light. On the stream night, sorry. And sorry for the delay, that's okay. And they actually do drones with lasers and cord and light flying shows. As a kid, I thought of an invention of bionuclear bubbles that float up the sky like those lantern things. Non-toxic environment, of course. From Rusty, if you do happen to have a Windows 10 computer, just pirate the post on the games. They're fun, maybe some Metroidvania stuff. Yeah, that's definitely a good method with those. Yeah, especially if you're going to deal with the mods there. There's likely already some decent sensor mods with some of them. Freaking Belch on stream. Nobody within the community is saying anything about it. Oh dear. Maybe I should stop blowing my nose there. I didn't care of it that much because I ended up always forgetting to mute with those. Well, let's head to the next topic. Loafing around is too fun. Yeah, loafing around is way too fun. Keep those likes up, everyone. Thank you so much for those. Thank you so much for those. Yeah, those that yes and no live in such a limited many people. Please don't fucking turn your roads in personal fucking fireworks shows to prevent my driver getting me the fuck home. That's what kids launch at Sparkling Streets years before. Ugh. Yeah, that's the other danger back there. Damn. Forgot to like Menos, please don't bite me. Don't worry, I won't bite you. Also from Rusty, oh no, doubt it. Anger that claims to be trash only in for the aesthetic and privileges that came with it. Yeah, and those had certain restrictions back there, but let's not go forward. Now, let's move on to the next topic. I don't have any memes involved in the drug of this next topic. But this is the first, I think this is the first time in Sanity Check in at least a while that this drug was involved. The charges. Man believed to be on mushrooms during the Highway 61 crash that seriously hurt the worker. Yeah, this is the first case of mushroom use, if not in a while. Yeah, first off. Yeah, first off here. No, I'll use this one instead. Yeah, sorry if that drowned that out. Yeah, I'm sorry that drowned that out. Unfortunately, didn't hear those. That's why I repeated that. Yeah, that's why I repeated that. There. Silver Creek, Minnesota. Northern News Now. A man who authorized believed it was under the influence of hallucinogenic mushrooms during a crash at seriously injured construction worker. Has been charged with several felonies. Patches Magic Beans. Age 34 of Harlan, Wisconsin has been charged with 2 counts of criminal vehicular operation, 1 count of controlled substance crime in the 2nd degree. Of course, he modified his name to Magic Beans for this reason. I can't resist. I can't resist this.
You buying strippers or drugs with PayPal or something?
It was definitely drugs. Magic Beans was headed north of Highway 61 around 3:50 p.m. June 19th, where the crash happened near Lafayette Tunnel, which was north of 2 Harbors. And according to court documents, says an off-duty police officer had been driven behind Magic Beans right before the crash. And no, those weren't beans. Those were mushrooms. Still, if there are beans, he might. If there are beans, he might think this would have gotten even worse. This would have gotten even worse because a giant plant would have grew inside of him otherwise. BS aside, the officer told authorities he watched the van swiveling and weaving on the road. Then the officer said they watched the van hit a curb, several traffic cones under the tunnel, and then a scissor lift. After that, the van hit the tunnel and rolled multiple times until it stopped. Benjamin Kidd, age 27 in Duluth, was one of the construction workers on the scissor lift working on the lot above him. He was taken to the hospital with life-threatening injuries, according to court documents filed Monday. Kidd is still hospitalized with critical injuries. Oh my lord. He has my sympathies. Another construction worker, Bradley Kostic, age 37, also from Duluth, was also on the scissor lift. He told authorities that when he heard the sound of a vehicle hitting construction cones, he looked and saw a van heading really fast in their direction. That's when he grabbed onto the rail system and pulled himself up and tucked his knees to his chest, hanging on to the light fixture until law enforcement was able to help him get him down after the crash. Officers on scene claim Magic Beans appeared to be showing signs of an impairment following the crash. And those were huge signs too. Yeah, and those were huge signs too.
Dumbass.
Could not resist either. I could not resist either. According to court documents, his eyes were blown. He had become combative with rescue workers as they were working to remove him from his vehicle. Authorities also said Magic Beans was saying things that did not make sense and appeared to be engaging in things in the air that were actually not there. AKA all the colors and visible words he was seeing and thought was flying out of his mouth. All while legit injuring someone. Law enforcement on scene said they did not smell alcohol, but they believe Magic Beans was impaired by a controlled substance. The letter found the authorities believed to be psilocybin mushrooms in his vehicle. Results are in blood draw pending. As of writing this, days after the crash, authorities met with Magic Beans, who said that he suffered a couple of broken ribs. According to court documents, Magic Beans say he did not remember the construction zone. The last thing he remembered was driving Cloquet, which is about an hour away of when the crash happened. Magic Beans told authorities he didn't drink or consume any drugs a day of the crash. Yeah. Yeah, that's some bullshit. Yeah, that's some absolute bullshit. Yeah, that is absolute BS. So we're... doubt of disapproval. Yeah, all those are disapproval instead of doubt.
cannot believe this shit.
Me neither. When asked about the mushrooms found in his vehicle, Magicman's original claim he forged them for himself. He later admitted they were psychoactive mushrooms. Instead, he had a small one the day before, along with the devil. Until authorities did not know why it would have hit the construction workers, that his blood test results came back negative. Will come back negative. He also told authorities he got 12 hours of sleep the night before. As of right, this Magicman is currently being held in the Lake County jail and is being held on $75,000 bail. He'll be back in court in August as of this. Yeah, behavior like this is why I keep telling everyone to stay off the drugs.
Stay off the damn weed. And they don't listen. Stupid.
Yeah, that was the first case that, if not one of the first cases in a while, that mushrooms got involved. Never hear too much about that drug on this show at all. Also, never do drugs while driving. No, thank you. And please never do drugs while driving. And he took all that and then went behind the wheel. Yeah, thank you, V Scorpio. Thank you. From Narco, if only there were actually mushrooms. Crawling and say Menos. Oh yeah, that was on accident. Doesn't have the background music, not mute on accident. Dusty, were you there about the Rusty, not Dusty. And I think, yeah, he was there. I think he was there. No, he wasn't there. He left after the first convention disaster. No, he left before the first convention disaster. The first convention disaster and the entire orgy forgot to close the curtains. The second convention disaster was actually a staged disaster. Yeah, it was the pen-like blowjob disaster. That's how come the pen-light was bloody on the first one, on the first thumbnail. And that was someone, don't worry, that was someone else. Already bit both of those that were involved in the pen-light blowjob disaster. Yeah, and yeah, don't worry, I've already gotten reprimanded by assistant for that. Oh yeah, he's still serious about them letting them maul me if they end up turning and we're end up in this asylum here. He's still damn sure. Yeah, turning people into weird beasts is always worth it. But enough of that, next topic. From Narco, shiitake mushrooms? Button mushrooms? Maybe. from chat say I wouldn't count those in other countries rebelling against legit asshole tyrants. Koboldo already pointed out hypocrisy of governments outlawing silencers on guns but allowing noise booster mods on cars. Oh yeah, this was still about fireworks. Oh yeah, this was still about fireworks. Also from Narco Brazil, keep being Nintendo. Avenge Pocket Bear at my childhood, yeah. Brazil is challenging Nintendo because of their law. Because Nintendo's bullshit, it happens to be run afoul of their laws. And by them, I mean the auto bricking thing. Yeah, the Switch 2 has this auto bricking thing, and they spiked the prices on Switch 1 stuff for that country. And that's why Brazil had to attack then and there. Canada should be challenging them too, since they did that on Canada Day. Wow, wow, wow. Let's go on to the next topic. Let's go on to the next topic. And yeah, that next topic reminds me of something. Oh my god. Where is that? There that is. No, no, no. Yeah, I can't help but look at whatever I'm doing up. I'll have to search for that entire clip of what I just looked up. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna have to search for an entire clip of what I just looked up. Especially involving this next topic. Why am I still angry? I'm not angry anymore. I'm happy. Why was I angry? I don't know why I was angry. Yeah, unfortunately, that guy was right earlier. They never listen. They never listen about the weed, and turns out the UN never listened with this drug either. So, cocaine use in production, it's record high. For those wondering why I looked up earlier, it's this. I knew there was a clip of him just burying his face in that mountain of coke. Yeah, but yeah, for real, they still never listen, and it hit a record high. Puns intended. Yeah, puns intended. Yeah, puns intended. I know it's related to this, but this is that I'm not missing this opportunity to use this.
Peter, what are you doing? Crack? What the fuck?
That was mandatory. All right, but let's actually see. Let's actually see. Still rolling off that. Cocaine production seizures and use hit high records back in 2023. UN Drug Agency said with illicit drugs market the world's fastest growing. And don't worry, that's actually from this year. From June of this year. And they've been higher since now. Illegal production jumped to 3,708 tons, nearly 34% more in 2022, and more than 4 times higher than 10 years earlier, when it was at a low. The VN-based UN Office on Drugs and Crime said in its annual report. The current surge is mainly due to increase of the size of the area under illicit coca bush cultivation in Colombia, and updated yield data added. Global cocaine seizures too recorded a high of 2,275 tons, making a 68% rise in the 4 years to 2023. And yeah, things have definitely gotten that bad since. Yeah, things are definitely this bad, especially when usage of cocaine had to be involved. Yeah. Yeah, I can't resist either. No, I cannot resist using this either.
The Roxo! The rock and roll clown! I do cocaine!
That's all you need to know about him. He definitely did a European tour there. Enough to be guessing. So the number of cocaine users also grew to 25 million in 2023, up from 17 million 10 years earlier. Yeah, things blew up this much. Especially the blow users here. Cocaine has already become fashionable for the more affluent society. UN DACA chief researcher Angela May said, knowing the vicious cycle of increased use in production. While Colombia remains a key producer, cocaine traffickers are bringing in new markets across Asia and Africa, according to a report, with organized crime groups from the Western Balkans increasing their influence. North America and Western and Central Europe and South America continue to constitute the largest markets for cocaine, and on the basis of the number of people who used drugs in the past year, and on data derived from a wastewater analysis. There are global instability, and insanity too, has intensified challenges in addressing the world drug problem. Empowering organized crime groups and pushing drug use to historically high levels in the and yeah, these crooks still did not listen at all. And I love this article's wording here. Yeah. Not only this article is high, so is everyone else there. In 2023, a percentage of people aged between 50 and 64 are estimated to have used the drug, with 6% compared to 5.2% of the population in 2013. Cannabis remains the most widely used drug, of course. Yeah, of course. Yeah, of course that's involved. And can't go a sanity check without we being involved. Of course, man.
Of course!
In 2023, oh yeah, never mind that. Seizures of amphetamine type stimulants reached a record high in 2023, marking up almost half of all global seizures of synthetic drugs, followed by synthetic opioids, including fentanyl, UN Doc said. Yeah, they're including them all there. The leading drugs there are methamphetamine and amphetamine. In the fall, ruler Bashar al-Assad in Syria last December has created uncertainty around the future Captagon trade, UN Dog added. And earlier this month, Syria said authorities seized all production facilities of the illicit stimulant, which became Syria's largest export under the sovereignty. And this is about the transfer of all the drugs that somehow got involved with Europe. Now, latest seizure data from 2024 to 2025 confirmed that Captagon's continuing to flow, bringing contributes to the Arabian Peninsula, possibly indicating a release of previously accumulated stockpiles or a continued production in different locations, you not said. Unquote. Yeah, that is definitely how nose candy use got so high. And yeah, I'm expecting a lot more dumb decisions involving this drug from places like Europe from that point on. No, not from that point on. I'm already expecting those, but at a higher rate. Yeah, at a much higher rate. Yeah, definitely at a far much higher rate than I imagine. Yeah, they seriously need to listen. I don't think we're done with this kind of topic yet. Yeah, we are. Oh! And yeah, we are. I think we likely are. Yeah, we are for now. I thought we were gonna deal with more drugs in that topic, but yeah. Now I really want to watch that Bowser Salad video. And thank you for reminding me. Yeah, thank you for reminding me. Also, I'm using this reminder anyway.
Disclaimer, kids, please stay off those drugs. I mean, seriously. Don't drink too much Red Bull and lay off the drugs, kids.
Cocaine accessories, not propane accessories.
Easy money!
Terrible jokes aside. Now we're going outside with this. And now I need to... Yeah, I already have some pictures of Tony Montana burying his face in the coke. Now I need a clip involving that too. I already have a clip of mine snorting the coke. Yeah, actual next topic. Enough we dealt with enough cocaine for one night. No more booger sugar. Well, unless someone somehow gets involved in that in the future topics. No, video. You don't get to display. No. No. No, don't do that. Don't do that. Now I'm gonna move on. Okay, I mean, that the world could ever match cocaine usage from the 80s. Linksborough, welcome. How's it going? Hope everything's well with you. Oh yeah, and that was how that epidemic happened. It turns out Europe is rivaling back then now. Yes, I'm definitely expecting way more dumbassery involving cocaine back there. But let's move to the next topic. How are you guys holding up? Keep those likes up, everyone. Thank you so much. There's 7 viewers wondering what the hell is going on. Don't worry, I am too. Rumble, keep being cool. Thank you so much. There's 3 lurkers about there. I can feel my face around with you. And I love it. And I love it. Oh. Here, I'm not singing. Have this. Yeah, and this Grand Disaster. Yeah, this next Grand Disaster actually looks like it hurts. I remember seeing that a clip of a particular scene. This is reminding me of it. So, Lifeguard got impaled by a beach umbrella at Asbury Park. Yeah, and in case of that scene you're wondering, yeah, that scene from another involving the umbrella. I've definitely seen a clip of it. I've not watched the whole series yet, but now I want to thanks to that one. The gore was incredible there. Yeah, I mean, the gore was incredible there. Yeah, I'm gonna... Yeah, I'm gonna use that. I'm gonna use some things anyway. Yeah, I'm using that anyway.
Oh! Ew! Dude! What the fuck?
Jesus Christ, what fucking Final Destination Goldberg of Dead that led to this shit? Yeah, that's my question. Let's find out here. Asbury Park, New Jersey. So, Lifeguard was impaled by a beach umbrella in Asbury Park on Wednesday morning, according to the officials. It happened near 3rd Avenue around 9:30 a.m. Officials believe that the lifeguard took a tumble off a lifeguard chair as she was trying to set the large chair umbrella into place. Yes, Yes, this is the other thumbnail. This is the other thumbnail item, by the way. It was just a freak thing. She was put in the Gus caught it, pulled up, so it grabbed. She was off balance. She was at the top step of the bench. So she fell backwards off the bench. The umbrella came in with her, and she came down and it landed on her arm. Sit Lifeguard Joe Bongiovanni. The umbrella went through the woman's armpit and came out her back. About an inch in diameter, an aluminum umbrella pole, which went into her left armpit and came out in her back, right near the scapula. Stay at Asbury Park Fire Department Battalion Chief Christopher Bakalov. Wow. Wow. And those were near the DAP clubs. Wow. Oh, now you show up. Now you show up. Congratulations. Now you show up late, gray and mute. Congratulations. Now you show up. But no, I'm using this instead.
Oh my god, that was so gross.
Yeah, that was gross. Continuing on, the victim said to be about 19 and 20 years old, was conscious and alert throughout the instant. Wow. Lifeguard survived first aid before the fire department and EMS arrived. And that was sticking out that whole time. The umbrella was sticking out of her that whole time, all bloody. And it went from her arm, it pierced her armpit, and it went through her back. But thankfully, it wasn't any. From the sound of this, thankfully it wasn't. It didn't touch the heart anyway, because that would have been it otherwise. Lifeguards provide first aid before the fire department and EMS arrived. Firefighters cut most of the pole away, but secured a foot-long stitching that had embedded in her arm before she could go to the hospital. It was the victim's second year as a lifeguard. She never lost consciousness after the accident, and her colleagues said she is tiny but strong. But yeah. She actually was very better than most people would be. She did very well. She was just really complaining about the heat, so I'll give her credit. She was tough. Yeah, glad that wasn't an actual peg, but imagine seeing all that. Yeah, imagine seeing all that.
Oh god damn! What the fuck? It's new. She's been seen. You can see the inside of the. Oh, holy shit! Oh, no, that's enough of that. Jesus.
That involved a saw, not an umbrella. But I'll definitely react that way too if I actually saw someone that ended up being pierced by an umbrella that way. Thankfully, it hit nowhere fatal. The victim is said to be stable. Good. That was a pure freak accident. Shit, nothing wrong there. Authorities added advice to beachgoers. Yeah, make sure your umbrellas are secure in the sand and carry them with the point down. Otherwise, stuff like this happens. Yeah, glad she lived. Yeah, I'm actually glad she lived here. Because injuries involving umbrellas are never pretty. I had to prepare with one as a self-defense weapon before, but that's another story for another day. And yes, the Black Friday was involved. I'm not going outside there. From Link's, well, okay, at least she lived. Yeah, that's good. And everyone else is fine. Everyone else in chat is fighting each other with the bananas. From Rusty earlier, with all the bananas in chat, we're gonna get rid by minutes. From chat, yeah, I feel like that would definitely be a Final Destination death. Yeah. That was already a death in the anime Another. And I've seen that clip before. It's been a while since I've seen that clip. So that's why I want to watch that. No idea how long that is. Classic 12 episodes. Yeah, classic 12 episodes, right? Yeah. Originally released in 2012. I shockingly thought it was older than that. In case you're wondering what I'm looking at, it's this. Yeah, it's definitely this. Some Rogue Ripper. Yeah, that wasn't me that time. Sure. Yeah, the nearest Grim Reaper is not gonna like that. The one from Final Destinations keeps ruining shit for every one of them. It's gonna take an entire council of them to stop this guy. Menos, that's just a soul society. I know. You're still named after one of the bastards that you hunt. That's something me and the assistant share. That's definitely something me and the assistant share. Being named after some huge ferocious monsters. Let's go to the next topic. Oh man, saw it, Hiccup. You can't hide from me. I feel watching anime. Harvest is not her vets. And I remember in Bloodline, someone got slammed with a piano. How I know this? Because, yeah, Appleman actually clipped that. And that was a Top Patrol clip. He has several Top Patrol clips because those keep screwing up Twitter. No damn thank you. I ended up finding another one. Meanwhile, I ended up finding another clip, not from him. I ended up making another clip, but it's not from him. Speaking of the gore topic, it does remind me. I found it under Tourist and Top Patrol. And it was this one. Yeah, it was about a streamer that was checking out an art book from Shintaro Kago. And the way his score is done is also real. And that was the context of that clip. Some tot showed up, strip, exposed himself after all the shock, and he got rightfully insta banned. And that's how this clip happened.
If you're offended by stuff like just like this, you're either under 18 or I don't know. I don't think any other thing actually.
And that's how that ended up being my Tourist Patrol clip. Now let's involve this. Let's involve this next topic. So a man getting stuck in a chimney while trying to get his dog out of a locked building. Yeah, he actually pulled a Santa here, and that somehow failed. Yeah, how'd that fail? Let's see it. From Bristol, Connecticut. Firefighters had to rescue a man got stuck in the chimney of a Connecticut Parks building while trying to retrieve his dog from a bathroom when the doors automatically locked for the night. Police were called Sunday morning to Rockwell Park in Bristol for a burglary complaint. Were told by Parker's employees that someone was in the chimney. Firefighters responded to the scene and got the man out for having to remove the parts of the chimney and building, causing $5,000 and $10,000 worth of damage, police said. And yes, this is for June. Yeah, both Sanity Checks here right now are reports from June. Not July, not December, June. That's definitely cause for concern. That's definitely cause for concern. But that's definitely cause for concern for chimney-related events outside of July or December.
Excuse me, what the actual fuck are you doing in my house?
Continuing on. The Bristol man was arrested in charge of burglary, trespassing, and criminal mischief. He was released on bond order to appear in court on July 7th. Although that was his own house. His own damn house. A message speaking comment was sent in the email address listed in public records for the man. Some numbers listed and were not in service. Online court records did not list a lawyer for him. Ouch. Ouch. The man got stuck near and flew to the chimney of Miss Rockwell's pavilion, a building named after a beneficiary of the park. Locks on the doors of the bathrooms on new timers and automatic lock up at 10 p.m. every night, said Erica Benoit, community engagement coordinator for Bristol Parks, Recreation, Youth, and Community Service. So, that was some pavilion, not his house. I stand corrected. Yeah, I stand fully corrected. No, I don't want to stay ahead. It's not clear of how the dog got stuck in the bathroom or how long the man was in the chimney. The doors can be opened from the inside after they are locked for the night. The dog was thankfully unharmed, police said. It's a bit of a crazy scenario, Benoit said. Our parks staff is working with the police department and the fire department to make sure that doesn't happen again. If it just contracted the police in the first place, we might have been able to avoid the situation. Unquote. Bristol, England, or oh, Connecticut. Yeah, this happened in Connecticut. This kind of thing would happen about anywhere. Well, anywhere that has chimneys involved. Oh yeah, those are unrelated because of how he got stuck in the chimney. Yeah, it likely wasn't because he was fat or nothing. There. No more looking for clips for now. No, step back as I look for more clips. Next topic. Yeah. Oh man. This next one. Yeah, this is extra disgusting. Tell you guys okay. Don't worry, you guys are okay. Yay. And time step that one correctly. Yay. Peasy. Yes, I keep calling Grand Order characters. What about it? What about it? Yeah, what about it? Yeah, what about it? I was gonna say, damn, going shot down back in the fish tank. And yeah, this next one, man. Now I'm going back. This next one is extra disgusting. And I put in which one that I'm not used yet. Which one I hadn't used yet this time. Yeah, I hadn't used that one on either sand check. I hadn't used this one on either sand check here or part one. Yeah, and this next one is that bad. Yeah, there are days when nature calls, and when it does call, it's very bad. However, some people tend to end up heeding the call somewhere they never should have. Didn't even know why. A man defecates on camera on a Detroit shoe store. Ugh. Yeah, you heard that right. And it's definitely not in the bathroom either. No, thank you. You don't want that. No one wants that. Okay, this happened. From Detroit. Well, you gotta go. So one man probably had in mind and decided to defecate in the middle of that Detroit shoe store outside. At the middle of the store. Yeah, at the middle of the store. What's wrong with you? What is absolutely wrong with you? Where? Not the pastor this time.
I was kidding.
Slur?
No! You know what you think?
I can't do it in Italian.
No.
Yes, I had to. Don't worry, he'll show up later. It's still in the middle of the shoe store. Damn it. And yes, it was caught on camera. So what they're saying. Meanwhile, an employee at that store turned to social media and find a man who made a voluntary oopsie on the shoe. Yeah, and someone likely stepped on it too. A dump and dash happened on Sunday morning of the Foreman Mill store at 8 Mile and Van Dyke. The employee, James Bosquez, witnessed the whole thing. So yeah, he came straight into the store and didn't even talk to anybody. Went straight to the shoe aisle, he said. He didn't even try to hide it. He just pulled down his pants, poop, didn't even wipe, walked straight out of the car and left. Good pastor, we finally found you.
What's wrong with y'all niggas? What's wrong with you?
Even though the store does have a bathroom, Postal Boxes has been closed to the public since the corona pandemic. However, anyone who asks can be allowed to use it. Yeah, it was still open. Oh yeah, it was still open with permission. It was still open with permission. The suspect, however, didn't even ask before dropping the anchor. He walked in the door at 10:13 and was out the door at 10:17, Vasquez said. Amazing that the man who dropped his ballistic adequate. And this clip was definitely the fall guy of that. This clip was definitely the fall guy of that bunch. Where is that? Oh yeah. Here.
えらいこっちゃにゃ、とんでもにゃいものを見てしまったにゃ。
It reminded me of that clip moment when someone said to drop anchor. The other guy walked into the men's department and I didn't see anything. The other guy walked into the... Sorry, wrong voice. The other guy walked into the men's department. I didn't see anything in the men's department, but it seems like they just came to do this. Because they didn't talk to anyone. They didn't grab anything. Nothing. Made a beeline straight to the shoe department. Used the bathroom and just left. Vasquez said. Dig deeper is right. Yeah, he didn't even wipe.
Shit.
Yarko said dig deeper when he didn't even wipe. It's also mind-boggling that employees thought it might have been a child emergency. It was not. The guy actually used the bathroom was probably in his 50s, and the guy, he was probably around my age, mid-30s. And the other guy he was with was probably around my age, mid-30s, Prosecutor said. The guy said, the guy he was walking with, and after, had a nice car, looked like a bungity. Welcome to Cadillac, nice outfit on, nice skin cut. I don't know what was going on. Everyone thought it was another crime move. Turns out you just shot the shit, literally.
Man, shut your shit.
Free shit for the lobby. So what can you do? If you anyone has information on a shooter, I'll caper call for him. Unquote, unquote. Yeah, that's an emergency gone entirely wrong here. Everything just went wrong. This is just some shit that you don't do. Lesson learned. And the other guy was definitely the getaway car guy. Yeah, actually going outside. Imagine having me in the getaway car of not just any of the more serious not just any of the more serious crimes, not robbery, not jet move, not anything involving kidnapping or a sort, just some serial shitter roaming around everywhere.
Okay. 任せて.
Chat, are you okay? Everyone, are you okay? Please keep the likes up. Please and thank you. Rumble, you keep being cool. Thank you so much. That was that disgusting shoe store incident. Not a shoe show incident. What? What? Okay, what? Oh, that's so bad. That is so bad. I need to change that. I need to change that for both of those. I can't believe I misspelled that way.
What the hell is that?
I'm craving snack after all that. And I forgot to warn everyone not to eat this time. And next topic, and next topic. Yeah, that was actually one of the topics I had to add on. Because I was afraid it might have... I was afraid this show might be shorter than others. Yeah, speaking of avoiding the shit, I'm definitely gonna, this next topic, it definitely is that. Here we go. Here we go. And saved. Wait. Oh, man. Shoe store incident, not shoe show incident. Not she-show. I don't know what was wrong with me there either when writing all that. I was definitely crunching there. Yeah, I definitely had to crunch there. Wait, assistant, never mind. Never mind all that. We have to go back inside for assistant. Hey, assistant. Oh, thank you. Oh, yeah, the baked potato. Leave it there. Yeah, just leave it there. Leave it there for now. Now I'm going back. Yeah, back to avoiding some shit. It turns out one of the guys involved that definitely did just that. Yeah, and yeah. Prepare yourself. This is just from nasty old read it of all places. And yes, I was sent to me. He says, so am I the asshole for recording my friend's fiancé or bachelorette party and planning a recording for him? I don't know. Let's hear it out. I was invited to a bachelorette party for my friend's fiancé. Oh, it was over a long weekend and a long vacation rental at the beach. There was booze, a hot tub, great food. It was definitely a hit. At one point, I was out the deck looking at the ocean, and Brat was drunk in a hot tub with two of her friends. She said she felt more relaxed than she had in a while. I asked him if she was referring to the wedding planning. Unfortunately, that wasn't the case. Yes, something's wrong. One of her friends asked if she was having trouble. With the little monster. She said no. He was manageable for now. At that point, I realized they were talking about my friend's son. I took out a phone and started recording them. And I'm glad he did. Because let's see what happens next. The Brad's friend said horrible stuff about my friend's son. And Brad responded positively to everything. Laughing and agreeing. Then she said it wouldn't be too bad if he wasn't old enough to send to military school. Ooh, wow. So among the horrible things, definitely among the horrible things here, this bitch definitely wanted him killed. Or worse. Or far, far worse. Yeah, definite destruction. Yeah, definite destruction. Yeah, no, definite destruction. Not that one. Just absolute destruction. No, thank you. Yeah, this one aimed at. Yeah, let's say one of them at that one right here. This one. Yes, this one.
I'm gonna break you!
No damn thank you. Also this.
I'm sorry, do you have any fucking idea how rude that was?
Yeah, that was worse than I imagined. I stopped recording when the topic changed. I don't think they ever realized I was close enough to hear it. When we got back to that to meet my friend, I played up the recording. It was quiet. It was quiet while he listened. Yeah, it was that bad. Yeah, considering what she definitely said before, it was definitely that bad. Most likely talk about killing him, raping him, or far, far worse. Ugh. After the recording was finished, he asked me to send it to him, which I did. Then, he asked me to delete, which I said I would do, but haven't yet. I feel like an asshole in interfering, I really do. However, I'm worried about my friend's son. Depending on what my friend does, I might need to send this recording to the poor boy's family. I feel like I've overstepped, but what else can I do? Was I being an asshole? No! Definitely not! NTA, definitely not the asshole. Definitely not. I'm glad you warned him. You're a great friend. I'm glad you warned him. It was her that was an asshole this whole time. It's she was absolutely vile. Anyone that says something this vile of anyone, especially your kid, needs to go. They definitely need to go. And yeah, we'll need. And yeah, which one? Yeah, I'm gonna spam.
Who's this man?
We're booing the woman at hand, not him. And he was innocent. Yeah, he was entirely innocent. But this one's also good.
What's wrong with y'all women? What's wrong with you? What's wrong with you?
Yeah, what the hell is wrong with that thing? Just wow, it's right. This continues. An update. This is an update from the 29th to the 31st, and this does extend to June. An update. So, Friday as of this, in the afternoon, I got a text from my friend asking me to block his fiance's number. I was a bit thrown up by the request and asked if everything was okay. He said he couldn't talk right now and asked me to just block the number. So I blocked the number. I had this weird glitch with my Android Auto where if a black number calls me, it shows up in my recent calls as a missed call on my car screen. Even though on my actual phone it doesn't ring at all, I was driving there and saw a ton of missed calls from her. There's so many and see what my car will show me. I kept the number blocked. Yeah, she figured as such. She saw her recording and figured as such. Later, my friend's best friend, who was supposed to be the best man, called me and asked me if I had heard from my friend. I said yes and asked why. He sent me a screenshot from the fiance's fake book talking about how people show your true colors and shit, saying she was newly single. And so he broke up with her. Good. This sounds like he broke up with her. Good. Where is that? There that is. But where is that good? And which one? Oh, this one.
Okay, master. Let's kill the whole beast.
Glad I broke up with her. From the sound of this, I tried to call my friend, but he didn't answer. Tonight, I finally heard back from him. Long and short of it is that he asked her about how she feels about his son. She said he's adorable and sweet. But we all know that was a lie. We all know that's a damn lie. And no, don't show that up. No, don't show that. We know that was. We all know that was a damn lie.
I heard you making a bunch of unsourced claims on the internet, so I just gotta say, citation needed! Do you have any evidence to back up any of that shit that you've just been saying, or are you just spouting a bunch of pseudo-political bullshit, positing your subjective opinion as if it's objective fact, and using a bunch of hearsay and rumor to try and lend some credibility to your flimsy position?
This also applies.
Did you really think we hadn't realized your deceit?
You know, the spam is always for good reason. Then my friend played her the recording, and she asked where he got it. He refused to tell her, saying it shouldn't matter. She immediately guessed it was me. He refused to confirm that. Good. He's an amazing friend. He's an amazing friend. She was angry that he wouldn't tell her I recorded her conversation and said she can't trust him anymore. She called off the wedding. Not a great update, but since so many of you were so interested, I thought you'd want to know. That's amazing. Nah, that's amazing. The wedding was actually called off. In this case, that's amazing. The fiancé and his son dodged not just a bullet, a horrifically large nuke. This is the biggest nuke dodge I've seen in a while. This is absolutely the biggest nuke dodge I've seen in a while. However, this continues in. Yeah, she actually tried some bullcrap. Original post. Bridezilla called off the wedding to my friend and is now somehow suing him. For getting caught. Wow. Trying to sue just for getting caught being legit evil while her mask was off. Damn disgusting. Yeah, damn disgusting.
Stop the cap. Stop the cap right now. Stop the cap. No bullshit, bro. Post. Yeah, well, that post was deleted. However, this thing saved it. So this past week has just been nuts. It feels like forever ago. I was at my friend's fiance's bachelorette party. At the party, she said and reacted positively to inappropriate statements about my friend's son. So I recorded her and sent a recording of my friend. Yeah, inappropriate is putting it mildly from what I picked up. When my friend played the recording for her, she wanted to know where he got it, but refused to tell her. She called off the wedding and said she couldn't trust him. He should have never have trusted her. Thankfully that recording saved him and his son. You know, pieces of shit like her would definitely have her son abused and worse. Especially far worse. Yeah, where is that? Oh yeah, I'm glad I found this clip. That was no good.
That's no good.
Yeah, that's absolutely no good. I just found out that she declared her intention to sue my friend for any funds she has already spent on a wedding, even though she left him. Yeah, this is most likely being. Yeah, so she's definitely being. She's definitely gonna be laughed off the. She should be laughed off the station. But knowing how dumb certain areas like that are, yeah, they might end up taking the case anyway, only for it to fail. He's out of a lot of money too, probably around as much as she is. So if anything, she should be compensating him.
Yeah. She's also telling him that people that she left him because she feared for her safety as he was spying on her and having her fall. A complete lie. Ugh. And damn malicious one at that. Oh my god. And damn malicious one at that. And oh my god. Oh my god. This one. Yeah, just for that. Yeah, just for that. And that is horrifically vile. Yeah, yeah.
I hate these hoes.
Yeah, this is horrifically vile. Yeah. Yeah, now she's trying to hold some out, but this is absolutely vile. She's also telling people that no. She's gone from saying that my friend is the love of her life that she can't wait to spend forever to saying he has manipulative control and has ruined her life. Quiet turn. And all because this thing got rightfully exposed through her own putrid actions. She apparently wants around $25K to reimburse her for her dress, the cake deposit, the florist's fee, the wedding planner's fee, and her emotional pain and suffering. And yeah, emotional pain and suffering, now she ended up getting caught. That's an absolute mess, and the wedding was supposed to be in 8 days, so several people already have non-refundable travel arrangements and are completely confused. I have her number blocked, but she emailed me saying she would accept monetary contributions toward my friend's step from me, since the situation is all my fault because she knows I'm the one who recorded her. I reported the email as spam and ignored it. Yeah, if only she had gotten jailed instead for this. That would actually be a happy ending as well. My friend already paid for the venue in the can, so he's considering throwing some sort of impromptu fundraiser for a local charity that day. That's probably too close to the date in question to get the word out. The associated events has had me in utter disbelief. Okay, but that's the end of that one. And this got nuked originally because it was... Yeah. This got nuked somehow originally because the mod said it wasn't a Brightzilla situation, but it was. Even though it was. They're somehow caping for that monster. And you shouldn't even have to pay a dime to that monster. But I'm glad this monster's out of his friend and his son's hair, but they're gonna have to definitely invest in some security protocols from that point forward. Because no way demons like her would stop unless she stopped herself, or unless she's either stopped herself or something else. Yeah, this guy, yeah, definitely NTA. This guy was a good friend. This guy was thankfully a good friend to him. Yeah, I hope this somehow ends up, and I hope this ends on a good note, actually. Preferably with her either locked up or completely, or her end up being completely destitute. This is that level of evil. She is that level of evil. And she is enough of a level of evil to use this clip. Yes, this nuclear clip.
Your pussy! Hey, bring the camera, son.
Bring the camera, son.
All the young girls who want to make life with pussy, your pussy will perish with you in hell. May your pussy perish with you. May your smooth pussy, creamy pussy, and tight pussy perish with you. Say a good name.
And I hope you and your friend are at, and And to OP, I hope you and your friend are well from here. You have my sympathies. I'm glad this crook is... Yeah, I'm glad this crook is not getting any wedding date. No damn thank you. Absolutely no thank you. Outside, outside. That left me that angry. It completely left me that angry. There. Chow, you alright? Oh, thank goodness. Depictions of a receipt. Deceptions of the receipt. You mean deception shown through receipts? Well, to see, I got my receipt. Oh, you mean deceit. I just went shopping. That's from Nate. From V Scorpio. Oh, new voice acting. I actually had that voice in a while, unless OBS is messing with. Okay, how was I too loud or too soft, everyone? OBS actually updated on me. Yeah, updates always mess with the mic and the mic stuff. But thankfully everything should be good. Yeah, thankfully everything should be good. How are you guys holding up? Yeah, keep those likes up. Thank you so much. Rumble, keep being cool. Thank you so much. Well, let's move on to the next topic. Let's still move on to the next topic. Well, Gordon. Each knee, son, she. Only 4 topics remain. Oh yeah, I want to use this one, definitely. Oh wow, there was a hiccup somewhere. Oh, there was a hiccup somewhere. Everyone, are you okay? Yeah, everyone should be okay. Still keeps those likes up. Thank you so much. Yeah, this next topic is also super nuclear. The only one of the additionals was the shoe is the shoe situation. How's that ice cream sandwich? All good, you're okay. But you might not want to eat that just yet. Or do it at your own risk, because the same goes for everybody else. This next one is that trashy. So, the Swedish Queen of Trash is jailed for dumping thousands and tons of toxic waste. And yeah, y'all know that. Y'all know what's gonna come up.
Why am I poisoned? Why am I toxic? What?
And I believe he was playing Dark Souls 1 or 2 when that happened. Also, this is mandatory.
Stop it. Why would you do that?
Let's look into why. Good question, Mint. Let's look into why. Baba Vankor, former boss of Think Pink Waste Management Company, convicted in 19 serious environmental cases. That much! Oh, thanks, Lane. Now we might lose some wildlife. And they man looks check out. She looks like trash. Yes, I'm going there.
Hey, bro. What you doing, bro? What's good with you, bro? I need to know if you good, bro. Wash your ass before you walk out the house, brother. Simple courtesy, man.
Yeah, we could have had a giant. Oh, she think we could have had a giant mutant. A Swedish entrepreneur who was once called herself the Queen of Trash has been sentenced to 6 years in prison for illegally dumping hundreds and thousands of tons of toxic waste in the community's biggest environmental crime case. Fabio Vankor, previously known as Bella Nilsson, and a former chief and executive of waste management company Think Pink, was convicted on Tuesday as of this of 19 counts of serious environmental crimes. Her ex-husband Thomas Nilsson was found guilty on 12 counts of serious environmental crimes and sentenced 3 years and 6 months in prison. Of the 11 people who went on trial in September, all but one of them were convicted of environmental crimes by the Södertörn District Court in Holdinge near Stockholm. Nicholas Sundqvist Yes, I'm using this.
English, motherfucker, do you speak it?
Yeah, apologies for butchering that, but oh well. Nicholas Sundqvist was one of the judges in the case, said Think Pink's dumping it posed great risks to the people in the environment. It was corporate and compared the business to a kind of pyramid scheme. It turns out it was. Yeah, it turns out the pink item in this case was pink slime. They were definitely dumping pink slime in the water or something. Waste management has been deficient on or incorrect at a significant extent. It also causes environmental damage through emissions, and in some cases, great risk to people in the environment, he said. There is therefore no doubt that there have been environmental crimes at the places where the waste has been handled. Think Pink was hired to dispose of unwanted waste, largely building materials by municipalities, building companies, apartment cooperatives, and individuals. But the company did not deal with it appropriately, instead banning unsorted waste illegally in piles at 19 locations across Sweden. They're supposed to destroy the waste, not join them. Yeah, the Powerpuff Girls ain't fighting that. High levels of toxic PCB compounds, lead, mercury, arsenic, and chemicals are released to the air, soil, and water, pose a danger to human, animal, and plant life. Yeah, she covered all bases. Ugh. Yeah, she covered all bases. No. No, that's just nasty. Yeah, that's nasty enough to warrant this.
Brother, ew. What's that? What's that, brother?
Yeah, this is definitely a name checks out moment. Yes, I'll spam.
He's nasty. You don't know what he could do. Yeah, swim far away, okay? Swim away.
Hey, yeah. Yeah, away from this broad. Oh yeah. Continuing on. On Tuesday, 5 of the accused, including Vancor and Nilsson, were sentenced to prison for between 2 and 6 years for serious environmental crimes, and 5 others were sentenced to short prison sentences or suspended sentences for environmental crimes. The person was acquitted was ThinkPink's former chief executive and TV personality, Leif van Carlson. The 5 main defendants were in order to pay $250 million kronor, or 19 million pound notes in damages, including the Bogtaja municipality in the city of Västerås. Unquote. Shit, that much? Wow. 1 billion kronor. That much damage. The prison time and the fine definitely matched the crime. Yeah, that definitely matches the crime. Thankfully they were locked away, and now this applies to them forever.
I have to get called a whore every day!
Hey, congratulations. Congratulations. Chat, I hope you're okay. That was still disgusting, but less disgusting than I imagined. Okay, you guys can eat now. And just why I says, yeah, she is the queen of chat. From chats with not one our chemical ends. We get something worlds worse than the original Rowdy Rough Boys with that. And I've seen some random exam video involving the episode where they debut. It took plot armor bullshit to take them out. The guy in the video described their actions as demonic. No idea if they were on a pure evil scale. No idea if they were completely on the pure evil scale. And then again, no idea if biological afflictions. Then get no idea if biological hormonal afflictions mess with the pure evil stats or not. Pure love definitely messes with it with a pure evil status. No, they hadn't even been examined. Oh, they're in villainous benchmark. And this is their version overall. The scale they're at is a villainous benchmark. Yeah, and they don't stand out. Because they ended up falling the heinous standard. If they didn't fall in the heinous standard, to Dick Hartley would technically commit mass filicide with less power and resources than them. Their way to commit to even be near pure evil or pure evil, since they're literally male parodies of the Powerpuff Girls, and their hairstyles and jokes are played for laughs. And Dick Hartley is the another villain, another Powerpuff villain. That's of that series. Yeah, they massively flunked the heinous standard because they're mainly played for laughs. That's how come they're in villainous benchmark. I checked the villain wiki first, and those guys are in villainous benchmark mainly because of comedics. And that's how I know that. That's why I looked here. I'm looking at that corner, and somehow him was also under villainous benchmark. Huh. Yeah, mainly most likely due to comedics. Oh, he's near pure evil. Oh, him happens to be near pure evil. Both versions of him. And the comedic still messed that up. Oh, comedic still messed that up for him. Despite being one of the show's darkest and most disturbing villains. Dude was literally Satan, and he somehow messes up pure evil because of comedics. Have you heard of Power Punk Girls? Oh yeah, other evil counterparts. Oh, they're the other evil counterparts. Yeah, those definitely were. Yeah, those definitely were in the. Oh yeah, those definitely were in the remake then. From looks of the bit, yeah, those definitely were in the remake then, unless I'm mistaken. And that is unless I'm mistaken. Yeah, if you're wondering what they look like, here you go. Yeah, if you're wondering what they look like, here you go. This is their hairstyles. Hairstyles and colors are slightly different. And Bubbles is purple instead. And Bubbles' evil counterpart is purple instead of blue. But enough loping. Let's go to the next topic. That was still fun. So, have Novi Scorpio had not heard of the Powerpuff Girls until here. They were definitely in that remake then. Yeesh. From chat, see, I just realized that the ingredients consisted of nice, but with some things mainly. But Sherlock Holmes proper would turn out take them gentlemen. Would turn out T-Tough gentlemen. Also, I like how him's voice can go from a creepy girl to a demonic man. From Narco, yeah, also because there are box standards such as trying to go with the usual kill the hero standard, but nothing that makes them stand out whatsoever. Yeah, that's why they're on villainous benchmark. Also from chat, wonder what the shenanigans of him and the red guy be like. Red Guy's also likely villainous benchmark because he's pure comic relief. Yeah, most likely Underville in this benchmark for being pure comic relief. No, but I'd say he is. But let's go to the next topic. Yeah, good question. From Jats, yeah, frogs are actually like the nature symptom tale tellers when shit is wrong with the environment. Also from V Scorpio, frog eggs can be harmed because they're of course in the water. Yeah, how long was I like that? How long was I shocked? That must have been several minutes of my shock. We have 3 topics remaining, by the way. Yeah, I know I'm looking things up. I know I'm looking things up. Oh yeah, I ought to put. How am I gonna deal with that? Yes, I'll word it this way. Hey, timestamp, let's word it this way. Oh no. I forgot to timestamp the Queen of Trash thing as well as something else. I'll need to definitely go back for that now. Aww. So we'll just solve with this for now. I'm definitely gonna have to go back into VOD and do that. Do what you asked exactly. Yeah, I saw it hiccup. Do I have to throw salt at you? OBS, do I have to throw salt at you? Alongside everyone on part 1. Madlads, you're fine, don't worry. Yeah, let's throw salt at everyone from part 1, okay? I'm not involved. Too bad, you're involved. Too bad. But way too bad, you're involved. You earned this.
The salt we're gonna goes, yes, ouch! Stop! Why would you send that? Ouch. Stop it. Why would you do that?
Yeah, salt right in the wounds too. Seriously aimed everyone from the first part. This hell yeah. But let's go to the next topic anyway. So what happened? Well, if you know, well, you know. Scheduled meetings is concluded at 8 p.m. Pacific time. See a patch notes below to find out what's changed. And that's from Granblue Fantasy Versus. Yeah, so that fighting game. I think it's the latest version of that fighting game. It works similar to BlazBlue unless I'm mistaken. with some effects involved. If it's a typo in the game's credits, we sincerely apologize for the oversight. And some of you may have seen that oversight already. So what's the oversight? So, you have slow appear in the music section on the ending credits of Granblue Fantasy Versus. I'm still not good enough with my English, so I really want to know. Is it the name of an instrument, or does Arxis really hate this person?
Okuyasu, I heard it as clear as day. This sick fuck said the N-word. I just remembered I haven't been getting dirt racist.
Wait, earlier that was the same VTuber has the big cake, yes. Someone threw salt at her and that's how that happened. But back to this. Yeah, turns out as it was, it really was an instrument. Yeah, a fagot happens to be an instrument. Though that is if it's actually from the credits. They actually spelled it wrong. What's your job? Oh, I blow fagot. Where is that? Oh man. Well, Parkus, not you need to see this. Oh my god. Oh man, this is a... It's called basson in English. Yeah, that's actually called basson in English. And we know why now. This guy. Okay, I'm gonna need 3 of you for gulps to keep it down. All right, from the top. This is also warranted. Yeah. There's a lot in the name. I'll end that. And that was left for a long time. So that was Arxis' fault there. It's nobody else's fault. But this was a funny disaster to deal with. From the I play a book, but what the forgot. From chat's way, I just discovered an old Cartoon Network Friday clip. Send that to Discord under other media contamination if you wish. Please and thank you. Yeah, please and thank you. Actually, I forgot I had the salt clip. That salt clip. Although no actual salt was involved, I just needed Keiichi. I just need Keiichi Mayabata. Here's my Discord, by the way. However, remember, you must be 18 plus, you must be strong of heart, okay? Okay? Okay. Man, I thought that was a cigarette, but that can mean an instrument. A cigarette, an instrument, a Swedish meatball, a bundle of sticks. Yeah, that's 4 items for that. Wow, that's 4 items for that. Oh my lord. Next topic. Next topic. Totally next topic. Alright, for these last 2 topics, it involves the animal kingdom. We hadn't seen that much of the animal kingdom in a pretty good while now. So what's going on with them here? I wonder, I wonder. I'll search for one of the... Oh, yeah. Good, you're near. Oh, very good, you're near.
I pledge allegiance to the bags of marijuana.
Accident. That was an accident. Don't worry. But this is one of 2 animals. And one of the animals actually tried to do Google a favor. So a Google battle bots incursion on a roof of a $1 billion London office. Bots have begun to dig burrows in the soil of a rooftop garden, and of the rooftop garden as the yet unopened King's Cross headquarters. That's wild indeed. Yes, clip related.
Okay.
Yeah, clip that because it had the same energy as this clip.
No! No! No!
It dug into the roof. Yeah, they dug into the roof. So it's intended to be an ultramodern central London office. Assistant, what? Oh, there. Oh, fine. Fine. Thanks for your concern. Oh, where was I? Sorry about that. The other assistant was pretty needy. So it's intended to be an ultramodern central London office that will serve Google for decades, but the new billion pound note headquarters is beset by one of humanity's oldest known menaces, foxes. The Vulpines had taken over a rooftop garden, and a new landscraper in King's Cross had an impact on construction, although the company stressed it was minimal. Yeah, that much, that did not sound like it was minimal.
Okay.
Nope, not at all. The incursion, first reported by a newsletter London-centric, was confirmed by sources familiar with the construction. One told The Guardian it had been rolling a 3-year saga and said some foxes had begun to dig burrows in the perfectly manicured ground. Damn it, Fitz! Yeah, this was likely Nurko the Pitson right now.
Oh no, not you again! Stop! I don't like you. No, nobody likes you.
Yeah, absolutely no. Jokes aside. I didn't know the grounds can be manicured, but oh well. There's a little hole in the garden where one lives, they said. You've seen her all around the building. One second she's on the 5th floor, and then she's on the garden floor. No one's been able to catch her. Others said they'd seen Fox poo on the grounds on the Thomas Heatherwick design build. And it's this building. This actually looks like an older building. If they were going for that look, if they were going for that sort of look, they actually nailed it. And that looks like a village up there. Yeah, that definitely looks like a village up there. Just some random... Yeah, just some random little grassroots village. That looks like it got plucked right from the wood somewhere. And they ended up on the top of a modern building. Or on top of an old building. Nah, not this clip is near me. I'm using that too.
そうですね。こんなやばい奴らはびこるこの街でこんな幸せになるってのはおかしい話じゃないですか?
That's also Fubuki. Yeah, that was also Fubuki. No, never trust a Fate. Mosh Latvia, co-director of the London-based pest control for EcoCare, said they could be living off rats. Foxes thrive well on rodents. We don't live for more than 3 meters away from the nearest rat, he said. And that he also witnessed foxes in the building site scouring for food left behind by workers. Menos, you're an evil bastard for what you're doing. Yeah, I am.
Nah, I need to say one thing. Excuse me.
The clip checks out. Leaky pipes or even the generous hands from local business could be sustained this skulk, according to the other London pest control expert who did not wish to be named. London's a big playground for wolves. They'll go absolutely anywhere, they said. And they actually stormed Google. A Google spokesperson said fox sightings at construction sites are pretty common, and our King's Cross development is no exception. While foxes have been occasionally spotted at the site, their appearances have been brief and had minimal impact in the ongoing construction. According to a search using the firm's own search engine, the best way to get rid of foxes is to remove their food sources, install secure fencing, and fill in any gaps. It's not the first time that a pricey London building has had such a problem. In 2011, a fox called Romeo was discovered living in the Shard. They survived by living off scraps left by construction workers. Also, Romeo was captured and after a check up released back onto the streets of London. Fake Cat contend to a family of foxes at its Menlo Park headquarters in San Francisco Bay Area. They're eventually honored on a social media site, being granted a set of stickers on its message app. Good, I have some choice words for a fake book.
Fuck you. Oh, fuck you, fuck you. Fuck you, fuck you. Fuck, 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 fuck,
If I could ding the wall. Don't worry, the other stream was fine. I age restricted it ahead of it anyways. Continuing on, plans for a new Google building were announced in 2013 as the first completely owned and designed company site outside the US. The 11-story building will accommodate up to 7,000 employees. A 300-meter rooftop garden runs along the length of the building and encompasses the 7th to 11th floors. I almost lost that. It's believed that 40,000 tons of soil had been brought to support by 250 trees and a running track winding through them. The garden is designed to accommodate bees, bats, birds, and butterflies. It features a space for dining, deck chairs, and a fitness area. It also has an indoor pool. And I see, it definitely looks like an old village. An old village in the woods. And that's definitely how those foxes happen. And a nearly 1 meter square foot building that has been under construction since 2018 and is estimated to be completed later this year. No idea how much that is in the freedom units. In 2022, a topping off ceremony featuring a non-alcoholic prims and luxury campaigns was attended by Sadiq Khan, the mayor of London. And no, everyone, they're not topping anyone off. Come on. Come on, yo. I can't believe I have to get him involved now. Congratulations. Damn, man. That down bad, eh? And Carstarmer, whose whole boy in St. Pancras, constituency includes the office. I can't believe I named that person St. Pancras. Oh my god, I can't believe this article made me say that. Yeah, I cannot believe this article made me say that. Oh man, oh no. Yeah, I'm giving you that. I'm giving you this just for that.
It's time to stop! It's time to stop, okay?
I shockingly don't have that full version yet. Same placenta would be the same. St. Pancras. Oh my god. This project represents a real vote of confidence in London and our communities in our flourishing tech sector concept at the time. This article was made on June 10, 2025, referred to foxes as vulpines rather than canines, and remove references to them as pests. They're officially classified as wild animals, not pests or vermin. Damn! Also, Menlo Park is in the San Francisco Bay Area, not San Francisco itself. So, vulpines and canines were separate. That's something I didn't know until here. Yeah, oh my god. Google basically went like this.
Look here! Look, listen!
No, that wasn't Google. That was whoever. That's the guy whoever wrote this thing. So that's who wrote that. Yeah, that was who wrote that. I was gonna go with that one clip, but this one's more fitting.
I was talking to the seashells in my bucket, but they stopped responding.
Yeah, glad the foxes are well. Yeah, yeah. But, honest question, would it even be funnier if they actually took over Google? Like, just straight up took over Google. Oh, yeah, and where is that? It's officially first quarter now. The diorama has changed. Yes, there's a diorama behind me. It's officially first quarter now. Yeah, forgot to update. I forgot to update alongside OBS. I don't know what's wrong. What was wrong with it? I don't know what's wrong with it either. Chat, I hope you guys are doing well. Keep those likes up, please and thank you. You guys are amazing. Rumble, you too. Thank you. You guys are amazing. Everyone's amazing here. You're breathtaking. No, you're breathtaking. No, it's you. You're breathtaking. Where is that? There that is. Or Barry, yeah, I want to place that there. Yeah, let's place that there. I'm doing okay, so how many stories do I have left? Oh, excellent news. We're on the final topic. And you definitely know what that is. But for everyone else, this ended up being, yeah, while I often end up wholesome, I often end on a wholesome note, this is actually more funny than wholesome, but funny nonetheless. I'm not in a diabolical state, everyone. Do not worry, don't panic. So a hungry wild elephant that raided a grocery store in Thailand for snacks. And there's actual video that B Scorpio sent me of this. So man, thanks for that one.
An elephant caused a commotion in a grocery store in Thailand when he strolled in from a nearby national park and brazenly helped himself to some snacks. The shopkeeper could do little but yell.
Yeah, do that in the munchies.
Not accusing him of anything, but oh, where is that? Oh yeah. No, I'm not accusing him of anything.
As the elephant devoured 9 bags of sweet rice crackers, a sandwich and some bananas. The elephant had been known to enter people's homes in search of food, but this was the first time he'd gone into a store. After about 10 minutes, hastily summoned rangers managed to shoo him safely out of the shop. As farmers push into forests for agriculture, elephants have been forced to venture out of their shrinking habitats in search of food, leading to confrontations that can turn deadly. Fortunately, this elephant left little damage behind, apart from some untidy shelves and an unpaid bill.
Yeah, he was actually considerate. Yeah, compared to the others, he was actually considerate. But this actually goes way more in depth. Yeah, I can't believe he was that considerate. I can't believe he was that considerate. Oh yeah, I have audio of that. I actually have audio of that. No, I actually have audio of that. I was aiming for one of those things. Turns out one of the yo-yo things was located in that folder I was looking at there, and it was this one. That was for shock moments. Now, let's go in depth with this. So, Hungry Wild Elephant caused havoc in a grocery store in Thailand on that Monday, June 4th. As of June 4th, when he strolled in front of a nearby national park, helped himself some food on the shelves. Videos of the incident showed the huge male elephant known as Papyong Glak briefly shopping in front of the store. Shop at the store, Menos, no! Located next to the main road near the Khao Yai National Park in northeastern Thailand before ducking his whole body inside. Why I keep stumbling my words. The elephant stopped in front of the shop's counter, calmly snatching and chomping snacks, but did not flinch as the national park workers tried to shoo him away. The elephant later backed out of the shop and still holding the bag of snacks with his trunk. He left a little damage behind him, except for mud tracks on the floor and the ceiling of the shop. In a video posted on social media, Kamploi Pato, the shop owner, appeared amused as she described the moment that the elephant rifled in their shop. She said he ate about 9 bags of sweet rice crackers, a sandwich, and some dried bananas that she thought she had bought this morning. Oh, that's all? Wow. Those things can be pretty dangerous, and thankfully he handled that well. Yeah, it turns out that fellow just had the munchies. Once again, not accusing him of nothing. Don't worry. Complicit, the elephant left without hurting anyone after gaining his snacks. Danny Sukantat. Sukantantat. That sounds like Sukanthai.
Oh my god. Oh my god, man. Menos. So can that. I can't believe I said that. This one or this one. Yeah, I told him to stop giving birth.
Okay. Stop giving birth. This isn't the Animal Planet. This is a Christian stream. Nothing inappropriate allowed.
That clip was more related than I thought. Screw it. I had trouble between that and this.
I'm so freaking sick of that. Like, holy crap. Are you supposed to be my friend? Or am I supposed to be the friend that you talk to when you're gobbling nuts left and right, you son of a...
Both were warranted. Thank you. Thank you as well, Nick and Shorty. Thank you. Continue on. Danny Sokantat, a volunteer park working with familiar with the elephant, said Plaibong Blackwell, who was about 30 years old, is a familiar sight in the area, has been known to enter people's homes in search for food. It was the first time he had seen them go into the grocery store. Well, he has been like this before? Wow. After he left the shop, he went to an open bedroom window of another house. He told the Associated Press, oh, damn. Dalai said the wild elephants in the Kali National Park area have been coming out of the woods to ransack people's kitchens for many years. But this year, they started seeing them going into more random places to find food. They're estimated 4,000 wild elephants in Thailand in 2024, according to the Department of National Parks, Wildlife, and Plant Conservation. As farmers push into the forest for agriculture, elephants have been forced to venture out of their shrinking habitats in search for food, leading to confrontations that can turn deadly. And that, well, that one could have been bad. Thankfully, this guy was chill. Yeah, thankfully this guy was chill. Thankfully this guy was chill that whole time. And I'm glad nobody got hurt. And I'm super glad nobody got hurt out of that. But definitely keep, yeah, they should definitely keep protocols for next time they deal with animals like this. And with all that, yeah, and with all that, I can't help but to use one more clip involving that. Actually, two more. Yeah, actually, two more. The other one is mainly for me. But first off is this one.
Stay off the damn weed. And they don't listen. Stupid.
This other one, yeah, this is mainly aimed at me.
Y'all are into some fucked up shit, and I hope you get, I hope you get the help you need. I really, truly, I hope you get the help you need. From deep within this sheriff's heart, please get some help.
Yeah. Here.
Yeah, back here, and actually here this time. And yeah, that's everything. And that's absolutely everything I've gathered. Plus a few bonus ones since this ended up taking 2 parts. That was because I actually overestimated the length of how most of the typos can go. Some of them were longer than I thought. Many of them I expected to be longer than I thought, but some of you tend to be ended up being longer than I thought, especially the mummy case. The twisty termination case and the idle penlight blowjob case were definitely long ones, that's for sure. But I didn't expect any of the other ones to be that long, especially the mummy case. Chat, how are you holding up? From Jax, yeah. Planet as the animals, all humans are either gonna revert to my dog pet, human bugs. And yeah, the Sing movie series, if I wanted to, could pretend there's some future after humans are all gone and animals after whoever normally eliminated humans gave them the human sentience and tech. 2 more stories, no more stories. That's everything, B Scorpio. From Nate, we don't know that chimps do. We do know chimps do commit warlike conflicts like humans, and have committed global conflict before it even existed. Yeah. Yeah, they're the original war criminals. From chats, yeah, bonobos are like the chimps, except they're more European, make love, not war. And when their parent is fucked up, absolutely everything gets fucked up. Much like humans and the civility. Once their society runs out of civility because he left something bad to fester enough, they get loss of civility and at loss of everything else. Yeah, and absolute fucking destruction. Yeah, that's the gist of that. Especially anywhere misandrous. Those get destroyed and die off as soon as they're born. Damn. I want to end on a dark note, but that was definitely a dark note. Oh yeah, that. He's still not letting the turns go. He's still not letting the turns go. Even as like love and art, not bloody hell. The last banana gag I remember in anywhere happens to be from an anime called Humanity Has Declined. That's the same anime that had that bread scene. The bloody bread scene. I actually found it glorious. A lot of people thought that was disturbing. I found it glorious. I actually find it even more glorious because it turns out that was carrot juice. Actual carrot juice. Or tomato juice, I don't remember. Or you may know that one as Junwei wa soitai shimashita.
also, I remember one other thing that I clipped from that series, but I'm keeping that secret until later. Yeah, that was indeed quite a flashback. I'm definitely keeping that a secret until later. Or should I? Or should I? Do you guys want to know, or do you guys not want to know? From Nate, yeah, gorillas were really gassy. Oh yeah, yeah. Here's for the. Yeah, here's something for the. Oh yeah, here it is for those that want to know. It was carrot juice. Oh, it was carrot juice. It was carrot juice. So that was carrot juice, not tomato. Maybe I should keep that. It was that was as glorious as the day I first saw that. Bleeding bread, Jiang's favorite. Good taste. From chat, I remember seeing this thing going back and holy shit, dude. Yeah. Anyway. Yeah. That's enough shenanigans. That's not shenanigans. Oh yeah, that's an. Oh, fine. I'll reveal the top. I'll reveal the subject of that one anyway. That's it's a parlor episode, but it also involves narcotics. Was there even a clip of that? Yeah. Yeah. Yes, that also involves narcotics. I can't believe that. Let's go outside. Let's go outside and actually end off. This is an amazing sanity check, both last part and this part. Everyone, many thanks so much for those that have made all this through. And the very next night is our weekly near replicant. And it looks like we're at the climax. It looks like we're at the climax, but we never know. The game might pull a fast one on us. And have another perspective. There's someone else's perspective. It could be, it couldn't be not. I have no idea. That I don't know it. And looking back at a certain clip that I remember, that you're able to get a bad ending upon a certain condition, yeah. I have no idea if
somebody has a 9S situation or something else. Looking back at that, at least one of our friends have a 9S situation where they're also playable, but I don't know. It could be not. Some could either mod that or not. But anyway, that's it, everyone. Many thanks for everything. Thank you for watching this. For those that made it this far, many thanks for doing so. And as always, as per the Dark Ritual, please leave a like if you enjoyed, subscribe in case you want to see more. Definitely give me a follow everywhere else as well. But if you want to support me further, there are tip jars in the description and the link tree. I'll put you at the end of part recorded videos to come up with some other cool stuff back at Discord's Golden Room. Oh yeah, and please ring any notification bells if you must, because what's about to load is just as rough as running into someone and them taking a crap in the middle of the shoe store. No thank you, no thank you. I don't know if I'm ever gonna go shoe shopping again, but I'm glad I'm not focusing on that. I was too busy thinking what to get in the Steam store. But anyway, that's enough. Until next time, be seeing ya. Many thanks! Okay, survey. Who are you dealing with? Don't worry, we'll rate this time. It didn't get laid as balls like last time. Yeah, I underestimated that length. Well, the length of certain topics through part 1. Yeah, especially through part 1. What is wrong with me? What's wrong with you, Menos? What's wrong with you? Wait, still 1,000 with 1,000 with no guideline strikes. It's damn. But that's the way to go. Damn. Unless everyone else has it. So, survey, what are you trying to do? And there's a visual of that? Yeah, there's a visual of that. Oh yeah, you can redirect to your own videos or to somewhere else. And it's under customization. Don't have it. Fuck, well. Well. Still, where we're gonna end up. I saw Bolton still trying night raid. Oh, nice. And that's scheduled at 7 AM, don't worry. Man, so why would you run into your damn Moshi? Why not? But don't worry, I'm not doing that. Yeah, don't worry, I'm not doing that. Don't panic. Oh, wow, why would they panic? Yeah, she's huge in number, that's why. Nintendo's being sued for brick and switch tunes racing Switch 1 price. Good. Good. Oh, but it goes through. Would also rate Belody, but that thing's out coming in at 7:30 a.m. Those guys live at Asia time. In Asian time zone. Those guys definitely live there. I can tell because that's the morning. That's the morning the other domain for America's case. May of America's cases. Except if you're in California somewhere, that's still late night. Just search history. What are you doing? Oh yeah. Yeah, let's just deal with someone. This is an abnormal day, and the boomer normally deals with Twitch unless something happened. I can't redirect it anywhere yet, so don't worry, don't worry. No one can send this to either hell or heaven. That can only be done on Twitch's end. Speaking of which, we can just rate manually to somebody else on Twitch's end. You know, yeah, that's referencing the last part, but... That's referencing the last part, but... We'll just manually rate RGE and then I'll go. Okay? Okay. On that note, I'll see you guys next time. Next time we do it with our weekly near replicant. So, many, many thanks! Hentai Mask Wear Rabbit Raid, of course.